Alright, so I'm here to showcase my terrain system for sale here. Uh, Destruction system. Where you just go ahead, you just can destroy pretty much anything. And it converts models and parts into Roblox terrain voxels that you can destroy. And as you are noticing right here, they are significantly smaller than what they typically are. So I'm going to go a bit further into that in a bit. But yeah, wow, look, boom, you can just shoot anything, including the floor. It's nothing too crazy that you haven't seen before. But it's a lot better than just having, parts instead, because that does lack the workspace quite a bit. You can change the configuration for the whether or not you want the parts to regenerate or not, and then you can set a timer for whatever many seconds you want it to take for the parts to regenerate in. Just so players can keep playing their deathmatch or whatever other game mode you're going to make with it, and the map will kind of stay the same almost, like just like that. So you can set it to be like 5 minutes if you want, like a bunch of stuff to happen. You can change the colors as well. So I want these to be kind of orange, so we can just kind of do that. Maybe darken it a little bit, and maybe I want these ones to be blue. You absolutely can. So you can just kind of configure those in that setting right there without having to go into the scripts at all. So there's that. You can go ahead and just destroy more stuff. And that's about it. So you might be wondering, okay, so how does it turn these models into blocks? So if we go on into, let's say, for example, we head on over into, I want to say, home. We hop on into the toolbox, and let's just say we want to add in another classic happy home. So here's the default size for it, right? If I hop in over here and I do a dummy, you'll see the real size of each voxel, which is just about like an entire player. So pretty much how this quote unquote HD voxel system is working is essentially just making all the players a bit larger, so that all these Roblox terrain voxels can appear a lot smaller. So all you have to do to convert any of your like small parts into these big voxel parts and make sure that they're snapped on the grid, all you have to do is go into scale, just to make a model out of anyone, or group them together, and just set the scale to 4 like that, and then just like that you'll have another one. And then depending on what you want it to do, so I'm just gonna hop on over here and make sure that everything inside the model is a part. So we can hop on over here, and we can head on over into parts. We have parts 1, which is the blue side, and we have parts 2, which is the red side. So depending on what color you want it to be, let's say I want it to be this color right here. So if I go over here and I hit play here, then the house will just automatically become all these voxels, which works out. So that's how you convert your models and different parts into terrain pretty easily without needing to do too much scripting on your end, if any. So there's how it works essentially. And yeah, of course, you can just go ahead and you can just use your parts. And if you want it to, pretty much the configuration they have to do is just hop on over into model, and you can just be like size, and just do 4, 4, 4, and then just do it on a grid of 4 studs. And there you go. You got yourself your thing. So, just to demonstrate, I'm just going to build like a pretty basic like fence, I guess, right? So you do that. So you can just be like this. You can just scale her about like so. Don't forget to anchor. Don't forget to anchor it. So I'm just going to go ahead and group. I'm going to cut. And then I'm just going to paste it into. And if you don't want models in, you can also just have parts as well. So that's what I'm going to do right here. Just make sure it's just make sure that it's on the grid. And then I'm going to ungroup this just to showcase that you can't have parts in there. And we're just going to play here. And both of them will turn into voxels that will... Oh, that's weird. Anyways, yeah. And you can just destroy them, and they will regenerate alongside the other buildings. So that's how to make the structures. You know, destroying them, regenerating, color editing, and that's about it. I think it's mostly best for, like, you know, team versus team games, since there's 2 colors. Of course, you're welcome to experiment by, you know, having the material be set to a couple of other material variants as well. But they're just going to be a bit smoother and not as blocky as these, essentially. So they're going to be kind of smoothed out like that. So I'm not sure what else you'd do with them. But that's the system. It's kind of fun to just kind of go around and blow it all up. And yeah, if you have any questions or, you know, need me to make any edits to it for you, feel free to commission or just, you know, ask me to make a video on something, and I'll do my best, I guess. So there's the system. It'll be available on itch.io pretty soon, probably like a couple hours or so after I upload. And yeah, that's pretty much about it.